So after a year and a half of living in Nova, I can finally update you guys on Nova versus SOVA Asians. Let's get started. So when I told my friend I was moving to Alexandria, she was like, dude, you know that's really far from the rest of Nova, which I had no idea before I moved up here, and it is really far. It's 30 minutes away from where she lives, but Alexandria and Arlington are really close to DC, whereas it'll take forever to get to DC from Arlington, Chantilly, Centerville, so more in the west. So where I live, there's actually not that many Asian restaurants, or it's not a very Asian centric population. Most other Asian restaurants are outside of Arlington in Annandale, which is Koreatown, and Centerville, which is the new Koreatown. I'm not sure which one's the old, which one's the new. But then there's Falls Church, which is where most of the Vietnamese population is. So whenever I go out to eat, it's actually not in Alexandria. So if you ask me for a good place to eat in Alexandria, I really don't know. But there is one small Asian population in Alexandria, Arlington, and that's Crystal City. That is where all the international Chinese people live. Before moving up here, I was also afraid of traffic, commuting, and the metro because I'm afraid of the unknown and I had never ridden the metro before, so naturally I was afraid of it. But it's actually quite simple. Like, I learned the bus system at UVA. Like, it's not hard to learn the DC metro system. I also learned that the DC metro system is actually not that great in comparison to the subway in New York, but I like our metro system. I think because I don't ride it often, like I don't have to use it to commute to work, so I'm fine with it the way it is. But apparently it's much more efficient in New York, but the New York subway system is very confusing to me. Like in DC, you can just go from one platform to the other and to get to a train going opposite direction. But in New York, you like have to go to a different station. You have to leave the station completely to go find a station going opposite direction. And there are just so many trains to take. And I think if you live there, it's easy to figure out. But if you're a tourist, like it's so confusing. Before moving to Nova, I also thought that everyone had long commutes to work. But that isn't true at all. If you are lucky, a lot of people have jobs close to their apartments, or they'll find apartments that are close to their workplaces. So you can easily like drive 10 minutes and get to your job, or even walk. For me, my workplace was only like a 5 to 10 minute drive away, and I could even walk there if I wanted to, and it would be a 20-minute walk. And going home, there would be no traffic at all because I didn't need to go on any major highway. However, there is traffic on the highways, and I learned like that's why I wasn't able to be social when I was working. Places also take longer to get to, even though they're like 10 miles away. It'll take 30 minutes as opposed to like 15 minutes. Back in SOVA. Nova Asians actually hang out at the mall. So back in SOVA, you couldn't really hang out at the mall because there was no mall. There's nothing to do in the malls. But this past Friday, I spent the whole night at the mall and I wasn't even shopping. First we had dinner, and then we went to a different restaurant for drinks, and then we went to a different restaurant to watch a basketball game. And that wouldn't be possible back in SOVA. Nova Asians are heavily involved in sports, and that's because there are actually sports leagues in Nova for adults, and there are a lot of Asians who like sports. So it makes practical sense, but through these rec leagues, Nova Asians meet other Nova Asians, and they also meet a whole bunch of other people. It's a big social thing, and my friend recently did kickball, and like it was planned in their agenda to go to a happy hour with each other after the game. And like her game like actually ended early because one team was crushing the other team so badly. They ended it early and went to happy hour. Like you don't have social things like that to do in SOVA. Like there aren't any bars to go to even in my hometown. In addition to being athletes, Nova Asians are also all these careers that I never thought Asian people could be. Like back home, my dentist, my doctors, everyone was white. But up here, dentists, doctors, and even mailmans are actually Asian. Like that was kind of mind blowing for me. Like the mailman at my workplace, he was Asian, and one time I saw him carrying a kung fu teacup. I was like, man, that's cool. It was cool that I had something in common with a service worker. Like, hey, I drink that too. So yeah, Nova Asians are intertwined with the population. And overall, there's so much to do in Nova, but at the same time, it's like, what else is there to do in life besides eat and spend money? And I guess Nova is different from SOVA in that you have all these options where you can spend your money. And those are some of the differences I've found in living in Nova versus living in SOVA. Thanks for watching.